Thank you so much for that, Nikki. I'll always remember that song. It has a very different meaning today. It's amazing how universal music is. It can really touch us in deep, deep ways. Anyway, right now I'd like to introduce another one of Boris's friends, Susie Mayer.
Wow. Wow, there's a picture up here of Boris. Thanks a lot for whoever put that up there. I'm Susie, and I'm the other best friend. Once he moved to Claremont, and I only knew him for about 3 years, but those 3 years were amazing. When I heard the news, his brother called me. I live in Utah, and it was like my world had just crumbled. Even though I had moved up to Utah, we spoke daily, hourly, like secondly. It was just a constant thing with me and him. There wasn't a moment that I wasn't speaking to him. I mean, we fought all the time. That's just was our relationship, but we were connected at the hip, and there was nothing that I went to that he didn't go to, and I really miss those moments. This has been the longest that I've not spoken to him, and it's really tough. But Boris changed my life for the better, and he was always, his heart was so full of love for everyone and anyone. About a year ago, my nephew was born with heart problems, and so he was out at Loma Linda, and it was really difficult to get there, and it's a long drive, but every time I went out there, he offered to drive me out there, and he wasn't even able to see my nephew, but he drove out and just helped me with that, because it was a really hard thing to go through, because it was possible that he wasn't going to make it, but Boris was always there, always playing with my other nephew that was at the hospital, and it was amazing, and I can't express how much gratitude I have for him because of that. With music, what Nikki was saying, that music is really important. A while ago, well, yeah, a long time ago, I was in the car with my friend Bethany, or I was in the car with him, and a song came on that reminded me of my friend Bethany. I was like, oh, I need to call her, because it's our song, and he was like, what? We don't have a song? And so he was like, we're gonna have a song. And so, like, from that moment, I was like, okay, just if a song comes on that reminds you of me, like, call me. And so that was a bad idea, because, like, every song he called me for. And it was like a constant thing that was like, some were random and some were meaningful, but it was like, hey, this random song came on and it made me think of you. And so then we added songs to our list. And so no matter what, even if like didn't have anything to say to him, it'd be like, hey, this song came on and that's all, and then bye. But it was just, it meant a lot to me to know that he was thinking about me, because there were a lot of songs that made me think of him. And being gone really helped us be able to constantly talk. And while I was gone, or when I moved up to Utah, my birthday's in October, and he was always good at like surprising me. He was talking to me, he's like, oh crap, I forgot about your birthday. And I was like, it doesn't matter, like, it's cool. And so I was at work the day of my birthday, and I like turn around, and all my coworkers are there, and there's this lady with a huge bouquet of Mylar balloons, and I was just like, what the? Like, I had no idea who it was from, and so like the lady had to sing happy birthday to me. It was embarrassing. Looked at the card, and it was like, happy birthday from Boris, and he added my other friends' names to it, even though they didn't even pay for it, just because he was always thoughtful with adding other people to it, even though it was all his idea. And there's a billion stories I could tell, because he was always with me. But the big thing with him was he helped me learn how to love, because I've had a lot of trust issues, love issues, and he always reminded me, he's like, I love you, Susie, and I'm not gonna go anywhere, and I'm not gonna leave you no matter what. He's like, you're stuck with me forever. And that just was so comforting, because having a repetition of I love you, I love you, I love you just helped me learn how to love and accept love. And because of him, I know what love is. And now that he's gone, it hurts so much, but I know that I'll see him again. And I know that he's not just gone. He is up there for a purpose. And even though us down here on Earth have to miss him, we'll eventually be able to see him. And that's this song I asked my friends to sing. It's called For Good, and it's just, the lyrics are exactly what he was to me. And I just love Boris, and I always will. And being able to, ever since this occurred, before I really didn't talk to his family. He kept us away for some reason, even though he was always with my family. And so being able to come down here and just be welcome and accepted into their family, and just with warm arms, they're just there for me, and they know all about me. And I knew some about them because he kept secrets, but like, they know everything about me because we were constantly talking. And now it feels like I'm a part of the family, and I'm just so grateful for that. And being able to meet Nikki and become best friends with her. And there are reasons for this, and I believe those are some of the reasons, and there will constantly be reasons. In 50 years, finding out, like, because of this event, my whole life changed. And I'm just grateful for all that he did in my life. And thank you.
Bethany and JC, come and sing the song.
I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes a sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I have been changed for good. It well may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much